Thank you very much for that. Well, let's move on to matters to do with the Cabinet Office, and found this tweet. It said this: a first of its kind campus for government staff in key policy roles has been launched in Sheffield. Minister Alex Burkhardt launched the new initiative, which opened up opportunities for people in Yorkshire to build careers in decision-making teams. And I just wanted to add this little bit to that slide, if we could pop that back on screen. Key question, which people need to be asking, is where does the key government policy come from? And is it going to be that it's going to come out of arrangements like this, which is, I think, extremely interesting. So let's have a look at the little promotional video.
I'm Alex Burkhardt, I'm the Parliamentary Secretary in the Cabinet Office, and I'm here in Sheffield today to launch our new policy campus, which is going to have over 1,000 civil servants working on the big decisions that affect the Department for Education, the Department for Work and Pensions, and the Home Office. And we wanted to do this in Yorkshire because we have a fantastic knowledge economy here in Sheffield, huge numbers of students, but also huge numbers of high-end manufacturing jobs. And we think that by creating this ecosystem, we're going to be able to take more advantage of the great talent that is in this city.
It's been amazing to have the opportunity to have more chances for career progression and growth within Sheffield. You know, it's a fantastic city, the outdoor city, loads of great opportunities here, and to have the chance for more civil service roles here and also more connection between the department and the other partners in the city is great. So the universities, the colleges, the local schools, and the other government departments that are based here, like Department for Work and Pensions. You know, so I think it's fantastic to have that.
I think it's very exciting. I've been in Sheffield for 31 years of my 35-year career, and we have, you know, obviously had lots of good work in over those years, both in terms of developing policy, developing high-quality analysis, focusing on delivery, and also working with partners in other sectors. But I think the new strategy will really galvanise that and give it a lot of extra support, and a lot of actual practical things as well that will make a difference.
So it looks good and it sounds good, or does it? Let's just pop the big man back on screen and have a think about what may be really going on here. So is this going to be where the perverse education policy which sexualises children, is that going to be developed here? Let's ask another question. Is this where the civil service will develop policies to stop people praying? Is this where the civil service will teach its members that there's no such thing as a woman? And is this actually where the civil service is going to use political applied psychology to change the way its members think and behave without them be aware that it's actually happening to them? Because, of course, the nudging is being used by the government across the board. It's being used on MPs, it's being used within the civil service. Now we're bringing a training program together at a university, and these civil servants are going to be exposed to everything in the government's armoury to make sure that they produce the right policies that meets the government's key agenda. So my take on this is it's going to be a grooming facility for the civil service, and we can be sure that Behavioural Insights team are going to be pretty close to it. But if we just popping back on screen here, if you look at the Cabinet Twitter account itself, the banner headline is Ukraine, we stand together. So I'm asking a question here. Is it reasonable to assume that the civil service will use political applied psychology to ensure that everyone adheres to the pro-Ukraine line? And I think there's only one answer to that question. It must be, yes, that's exactly what they're going to do, because, of course, we see this right across government. There is only the government policy and agenda, and if you challenge it, you're going to be in deep trouble and or lose your job. And, of course, we're even seeing it extend outside the civil service to politicians. Andrew Bridgen comes to mind, that if you dare challenge the agenda, the COVID agenda, as one example, then you are going to be vilified and ostracised. So do you get a warm feeling about that, Mike?
Absolutely. Running down my leg, Brian. Yeah, but anyway.